in this chapter where we are going to talk about risk lens. What kind of a lens which will help us decode this? So first, quickly review the 5 myths which we have talked about. The number 1, startups underpay mid-career. Number 2, too much pressure. Number 3, night shifts and burnout. Number 4, startup speed is too high. Number 5, I am too old for startups. So let's get going and get into the risk analysis so that we are absolutely clear that if we are going to join a startup, why it makes a lot of sense and why it doesn't make sense. You're going to be looking at both sides of the coin. And here is the quick question to all the viewers and especially you, that what will make you feel that are you really doing good job in your current organization? First of all, you need to look into your current scenario as well. And then we will look into the next scenario, that whether I should be joining a startup or I should not be joining a startup. So to do that analysis, I am going to bring an exercise, a powerful exercise on your screen, which is called stability versus growth metrics. Now, we have already understood this, that some of you are in your comfort zone right now in the current organization. It's been 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or maybe even 20-25 years. So how do we rate ourselves first of all, and how do we tell ourselves that why am I ready to move out of this current organization, or I am still having something to do here? So the factors which we need to rate on a scale of 1 to 5, the first one is your learning curve. Are you learning in this current organization, or your learning is almost stagnant? And I personally do that exercise once I'm done with my day, week, month. I note down what are my new learnings in my current job, in my current work, in my scenario, in my environment. So if you are not learning anything new, maybe 1 or 2 new things only, so then you know the answer. Number 2 is the current scope and ownership in your role. What is the scope? Do you see a growth pattern? Do you see that there are new things which are going to come in, the new projects which are going to come in, which are going to challenge you? Or you are going to stay in the same zone, keep doing the same stuff, same things? So that's another question you need to ask yourself. Number 3, compensation trajectory. Oh my goodness. You know that at the end of the day, cost of ignorance is equal to your potential minus your current income. If you have a potential of 1 crore and you are making 30 lakhs even after holding an experience of 15 plus years, so you, my friend, know that your cost of ignorance is already 70 lakhs. And on an average, you are getting 5 to 7% hike. So you need to work on this. Then is your network and exposure. What kind of a network you are having? Are the people in your organization really someone who you look up to, who you benchmark, who you learn from, or you are not doing anything? And other way around as well, do you have a team where you can impart your knowledge, impart your skills, and give them what they are looking for, add value in their life? So it goes hand in hand. Number 5, the manager quality. Relationship with boss. You know that I have a separate video course completely done on relationship with boss, because this is the most important factor. Do you trust your boss? And does your boss trust you, your instincts? Are you the first person whose name comes into his or her radar when a new project, a new assignment comes in? So you need to check that as well. In fact, along with the trust, this factor comes into the picture, the quality. The person is really ready to download things to you, to give you the access, to give you the projects, or you have an insecure boss. So accordingly rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. Work-life fit, we all know that. At the end of the day, we are earning, we want to grow in our career so that we can have a great lifestyle, we can have a great family life. Yeah. And if you are not having that, so probably you need to rate yourself accordingly. Then comes location flexibility. Do you get 2 days to work from remote, from home, or you have to work all 5 days or 6 days or 7 days from the office, and then you have a lot of travel, plus you want to move to probably some of the city which is close to your hometown where your parents are putting up. Do you have that location flexibility right now or no? Needs to be considered. Then comes stability and runway. Your organization, do they have that stability? Do they have that runway? Do they have that kind of a profit P&L statement which makes you really happy that they have the money so that they can pay you back? You need to check all those factors. You need to study the P&L. You need to study the financials of the company. And then brand signal. Is the brand being accepted in the market? For example, when I was working with Havells, I knew that this brand is very well accepted in the market. When I was working with Philips, I know that the brand was very well accepted in the market because the consumer would really love to associate with brand Philips and brand Havells. So same way, is your brand really being recognized? Is the customer really positive about that? You need to score accordingly. Finally, the PMV, product market valuation growth rate. Is the product which you have launched or the project you are working on is well accepted in the market? Is there any innovation which is being done? Is there any new factor which is being looked into? For example, Philips already has an innovation center in Bangalore where 1000 plus employees work day in day out and do the global innovation for the entire globe. So you can consider those factors, the product acceptability, the product fit in the market. How is that? Is the growth happening or not? So these are the factors which will tell you internally, first of all, under that risk lens, that whether I am ready or I am not ready for a switch. If you get like your score is not even coming, how many factors we have discussed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If your score is less than 20, 25, I think time to look into the next option. Could be a startup, could be any other organization. First, you need to rate yourself. Yes, with this is the part 1 of the risk scanner, which is an internal rating, and you will get the Excel file attached, which I will just show you on the screen, which can help you do this rating yourself. Yeah, you can see that. Learning velocity, scope and ownership, compensation trajectory. So rate yourself. Write down, if possible, your future goal. What do you want to shift here? Where do you want to do? How do you get your learnings in? And what do you want to learn? It's an AI era. Can you increase your AI learnings by going into a new organization? And of course, the notes and evidences are very important. The proofs have to be there. It should not be an emotional decision that I think it should be like that. But actually, the evidence, the proof, the notes will help you. For example, we talked about P&L, we talked about innovation, we talked about work-life fit, we talked about hours. Today, you can use ChatGPT easily to find out the notes and evidences which will help you take the decision firmly that whether are you absolutely gunning and ready for the startup. So let's move immediately after this exercise is being done. Make sure you're doing this exercise to the risk scanner number 2, which is for the organization you are going to join, the startup you are going to join. What kind of risks we need to evaluate in that case.